Hey people, it is Saturday, November the 19th. The time is 4:17 in the afternoon and it's currently 6 degrees here in Vancouver, British Columbia. And I'm on Granville Street, just on the edge of the Granville Street Bridge here. And I'm going to be walking north along Granville Street into the heart of downtown Vancouver. Granville Street is one of the main streets in the city and one of the main streets in the downtown core. It's a very busy commercial street full of shops and restaurants and bars, lots of pedestrian traffic, and a mixture of some nice old historic buildings and more modern additions. So this section I'll be walking along will basically cover the entire length of its journey through downtown. Downtown Vancouver lies on a peninsula. It's not quite an island, but it is surrounded by water on at least 3 sides. And it's quite a heavily built up and compact area, packed full of high-rise buildings, primarily residential towers, but there is a solid core of office towers, which you can see up ahead, some of them, in the financial district. And there are lots of bridges, obviously, connecting the downtown peninsula to the rest of the city. And to the suburbs north of the city, North Vancouver and West Vancouver, are connected to the downtown peninsula via the Lionsgate Bridge. See, they still have trolley buses here in Vancouver. Those are becoming quite a rarity these days in most other cities. I think Toronto did away with their trolley buses in the 1990s. Here's Drake Street. No relation to the rapper. And it's quite a hilly city, even in the heart of downtown. You find yourself going up and down some pretty significant slopes. Walked through this area earlier, I passed what I thought was one of the busiest and loudest intersections in downtown. We'll be making our way through there again in this video. There's lots of pedestrian traffic in downtown Vancouver. It's a very busy and active city by almost any measure. Even compared to much larger cities, it holds its own quite well. Here's Davie Street. The street runs east-west, and it's one of the main commercial streets in the city. Here's where you start to see some of the more historic old buildings and storefronts. Kind of verging on a slightly gritty feel here along the heart of downtown Granville Street. But still very active and not feeling dangerous in any way. Because this building has seen better days. And since it is getting a bit darker now, we might be able to see some of the old signage, which is still intact on some of these old buildings. And I'll walk around this muzak here as best I can. They're really blasting it in there. It's a rock store, that's why. Rock shop. Hey, that's pretty cool. That's the kind of store that I would like to browse around in. Even if I didn't buy anything, it'd just be fun to look at all that stuff. So I think this is the section of Granville Street where they have lots of these old neon signs. Neon is pretty much a dying art now. You might find a few relics left on the odd store here and there, but here I think they've tried to make it a bit of a theme. Which I think is pretty cool. Hotel Belmont. It's like a live music venue with some rooms above of questionable quality.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I want to do my whole
Got more neon over here. Here's a nice old theater. I'm not sure what it's currently being used as. Barney Bent Hall, November 19th. Maybe a live music venue? Yeah, by the looks of it, it's being used for live music. Look at that great old sign there. I think a number of bars are along here, as I mentioned, and at night it can get a bit rowdy from what I hear. Long live neon. Oh, looks like they haven't turned this one on unless it's currently out of order. That would be an awesome sign to see all lit up. Vape, smoke and bongs. Mr. Vape Store. And from what I hear, this is the sketchy McDonald's of downtown Vancouver. Every city has their own sketchy McDonald's in their downtown. Commodore Ballroom. This is a famous venue here. If you're in Canada, you've often heard this place mentioned for all the shows that take place, touring bands. Got Urban Outfitters. If I were to make a comparison to the city where I live, I'd say this is somewhat reminiscent of a Yonge Street. If you were to choose a street in downtown Vancouver, it has the closest vibe to that sort of thing. And here's Robson Street. This is another major downtown street. It extends east-west across the downtown. It's the major shopping thoroughfare. Granville and Robson. You could compare it to Yonge and Queen once again. Large downtown flagship Nordstrom store, and the Pacific Center Mall also is right here. And here's a great old building, the Vancouver Block. Historic early skyscraper. And we have more neon.
There we go, light. Why am I being fucking
Love the Lord God with all your heart and soul. Love your neighbor as yourself. This is God's law. Free choice. You can choose this way.
And here's that noisy intersection I spoke about earlier.
Sharia law is a law of intimidation, harassment, violence. God bless you. May the Lord bless you. Yes. Only God knows it. I'm serving God, so whatever I do is a waste of time if I don't have the Holy Spirit, if I don't see the law. So I have no idea. I don't I don't value, my thoughts and my opinions. I value the Holy Word of God. And serving God, I've transcended my ego. Like you asked me who I am. I'm a
Crossing Dunsmuir Street. Interesting looking alleyway. Vancouver has some really long alleyways.
Yeah, we like. Finally, it's really.
And West Pender Street. I'll let this cab driver go, even though he's being a bit of a douche.
We're on December 5th.
Okay, have a good one.
There's a station on the downtown rapid transit system here, waterfront station. Vancouver's rapid transit system is mostly above ground, elevated. They call it the Sky Train, but it does go underground when it comes into the downtown peninsula. And yes, off in the distance you can see the Coast Mountains. So this is West Hastings Street. And up in that direction is East Hastings. And we've reached the end of Granville Street, or the beginning, I guess, if you think of it as where it starts, and this is where it does start. I'll just cross the street and start to wrap up the video. I hope you enjoyed the walk along the length of the downtown portion of Granville Street, starting from the Granville Street Bridge and then heading north through downtown, ending here at Cordova Street. So leave a comment down below if you enjoyed the walk. Let me know what you think of one of the main streets of downtown Vancouver and the city in general. I quite enjoy it. If you enjoyed the walk, be sure to leave a comment below and like, share, and subscribe to the channel also. And also make sure you hit the notification bell. That way you won't miss any of my videos. And if you'd like to support the channel, there are links in the description where you can do so via PayPal, as well as via my merch store. And you can also find me on Instagram under KContinuum. So thanks for watching, and be sure to keep checking back because, as always, I will continue. Either from Vancouver or from back in Toronto.